This copyrighted broadcast of the Pilipinas Super League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the PSL. Good evening from the city of Valenzuela. The Aguilas 3 and 7 coming into tonight. BIÑAN, on the other hand, missed out a chance to be in the top 4. BIÑAN is 7 and 3 going into the quarterfinals. This is the quarterfinals of the PSL Presidents Cup 2025. Our main game, BIñAN will take on the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Hello everybody, my name is Sandy Grumo. With me for the first time in 3 years, he's back here at the side is Nori Uy. Nori, how are you tonight?
Doing great. This is the second game of the day. Rusty pa rin, pero we're doing great.
And of course, later on at the side, we'll be joined by the birthday girl, Andrea Veloso. Let's take a look at the playoff brackets. Well, tatlo na po ang teams na nag-a-advance sa second round ng quarterfinals. Ito naman, BIñAN versus Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Actually, pre-empt na ni Michael Wico kanina during his best player interview. Kakatapatin daw nila ang BIñAN. But let's see, you know, Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, they will not just go out, easy on this one. They will try to fight it out until the very last opportunity na po pwede nilang kalabanin ang BIñAN. BIñAN has twice to beat, pero again, let's see how this game will pan out.
BIñAN missed out a chance to be in the upper tier of the standings when they lost at their home court, but recovered by beating out the Jewelers to lock the 5th spot. So let's take a look at the numbers in their last game.
Actually, what's important to note from this last game, Sandy, is the rebounding difference from these two teams. It's 43 for BIñAN, 33 for the Jewelers. And of course, the points in the paint, talaga naman pinahirapan nila ng gusto yung Jewelers dito sa dalawang statistical categories.
And how about the numbers of Christian Farito? He is a new acquisition for the Navy Aguilas. That was his third game where he scored 20 points.
A very steady big guy. You know, he does not just play inside, he also plays outside. 20 points, 4 boards, 8 out of 15, 4 out of 9 from the long distance. Aside from that, may tulong ito eh. Pamboy Raimundo, 14 points and 4 assists. Also, Carlo Lastimosa with 10 points and 3 boards in that game.
On the other side of the floor, the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas lost to this, won against the Stallions in their last game by 3 points, 100-97.
And same as King
Destacamento,
ganun din. But again, these guys, they're very aggressive in attacking the basket every time.
I will turn you over to Andrea Veloso, the birthday girl, so we will know who's in and who's out here in the game.
Koponan na puhunan ay sipag at saka ay maghaharap ngayong gabi. Kaya para nga sa mga players ng BIñAN, starting strong and do not show any complacency, lalo na at mas bata nga yung mga kalaban nila ngayon. KG Canaleta will still miss this game, pero asahan nga raw natin na sa mga susunod nilang laro ay magbabalik itong si KG. Meanwhile, for the Aguilas, para kay Coach Winston, isa lang naman daw yung susi nila para maipanalo itong game na to. At yun nga yung mas lakihan nila yung puso sa laro at magkaroon pa ng mas mahabang pasensya. The Aguilas will also still miss the services of Ondevilla, Aguirre, and Paras. When we come back, Aguilas versus BIñAN. This is Pilipinas Super League, the playoffs.
evening here at Bahayang Pagasa Sports Complex, Valenzuela. Welcome to 2025 BSL President's Cup Playoffs. This is our main game between from your BIÑAN Attack Jalvis Motorcycle Tire GameX versus Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Now let's meet the super teams from the both teams. First, from your BIÑAN Attack Jalvis Motorcycle Tire GameX. Starting guard number 8, Bam Lopez. Also guard number 24, Jonah Jacob. Starting center number 3, Christian Hernandez. And forward number 43, Christian Fajardo. And also forward number 88, Kenny Roca Curva. Head coach is Coach Boyet Fernandez. Assistant coaches, Ginino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliasar Kabututan, Junior Manansala, team owner Monching Talisayan, Vice Gel Alonte, Ruben Tan, Sajid Nueva, team manager Jojo Ramos Cunanan. And now for your Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Starting center number 13, Brian Hilario. At power forward number 29, Jacob Galicia. Shooting forward number 12, Karim Hintley. Shooting guard number 11, Ken Miranda. At point guard number 24, Jan Baudilio. Team owner, attorney Luis De La Paz. Manager, Jeff Paras. Head coach, Winston Sergio. Assistant coaches, Elwan Rai and Jerick Galiza. Our official for this ball game are crew chief Arnolfo Bermeo, Umpire 1, Gachi Pereira, Umpire 2, Herbert Santos. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the game.
BIÑAN will start with Bam Lopez, Jonah Jacobs signing for the first time, Christian Hernandez, Christian Farito, Ken Rogers Curva. And the Navy Aguilas will start with Ken Miranda, John Morillo, Brian Hilario, Jacob Galicia, their number 1 scorer, and Kareem Huntley. Back in the starting 5, the officials are Arnolfo Bermeo, number 14. He's an international referee. Number 69 is Garchi Ferrer. I love that number. And umpire 2 is Herbert Santos, number 34. And we are just underway in a 3-pointer for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
I've seen the Navy play in a couple of tournaments already. In fact, when the president of PSL, Chris Bautista, when we started with the ball-out hoops back in 2023, if I'm not mistaken, they are one of the mainstays of the league, itong Navy. Talagang malakas yung team na to eh. Hanggang ngayon naman, malakas pa rin. Kaya lang, syempre, binabalanse pa nila ng gusto yung kanilang opensa at depensa.
And this is the first time that Jacob Galicia will be playing for the Aguilas this season. Jonah Jacob, probably the most popular player here in the PSL. Next is Mr. Longbom, and then Puy Aktub, who entertain us with big dunks during the warm-ups.
Oh yeah. Whenever you see BIÑAN playing, you would see a lot of high-flying moves from Poy. Ito, Jacob, oh. He's been given, you know, an ample playing time, ano?
Oo. Tinutulungan din siya eh. Bam Lopez. Nice shot, and BIÑAN down by 2 points here to start the first period, 7-5.
Quick start from both teams. 7-5, as you've said. Navy, definitely during the pregame, pinag-uusapan natin, no? Paano natin masusukat itong kakayahan ng Navy against the powerhouse team in BIÑAN? Well, of course, you can never put a good team down. Navy, as I've said, it may not look as big as the BIÑAN team, but they will never go down without trying.
Well, the Aguilas arrested a 2-game skid in time to get a crucial 3rd win against the Stallions. Jonah Jacob will score on the other end.
To the delight of the crowd in Valenzuela, partner.
we have a good crowd
On that side.
on the side of the BIÑAN team who they're from far away. They're from the south side. We're in the north side, by the way. Extremes.
Yeah, well, south side is BIÑAN, but most of the players are residing in Metro Manila.
Well, of course, Valenzuela City is still in the Metro Manila area. And Jonah Jacob here is shooting 1 out of 3 from the field. Oh,
That good
assist.
steal.
That is a steal. And Jonah missing out the layup. Now he will get his second field goal of the game.
But that's not something that you will be doing in the pro leagues. Look
Yeah.
at Coach Boyd Fernandez. Although Jonah made that basket, the coach is very furious at how he acted on it.
He is blocked inside. That's what you get when you showboat.
Exactly.
Tama na yun. Nakascore ka, nakasteal ka na eh.
Oo. At saka, well, you just don't do that. You do that in recreational league.
That was the first time na nastilan itong si Brian eh.
Look at this.
Inulit pa. Kenny Rogers. Whenever Kenny Rogers is in, he means business as Hernandez will score. Also a new acquisition for the BIÑAN team. Remember Alvin Baichong? He was with the team before. Now he is with Caloocan.
Oo. Ang pinalit naman, look, Hernandez at saka itong si Farito. Farito, to me, was a revelation when I watched him play in BIñAN when we had that venue in, I think it
That
was
was
February 7th.
his second game, yeah.
A second game. Really a good player, very agile, stretch, can shoot from the three. Look at him.
And a banger, Hernandez. Look at Kenny Rogers. Block inside by Miranda. He gets it back, and he will get it again. And Jonah Jacob for 3. Chris, another offensive rebound. And Kenny Rogers coming out of nowhere. So in that sequence, now 3-rebound agad ng BIñAN, ng Aguilas. And the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas wants to talk things over. We have a timeout here in Valenzuela.
After earning his first Best Player last game, Christian Fajarito is ready to showcase even more of his game this playoffs. Despite being a late addition to BIñAN, he had no trouble fitting in thanks to the warm welcome from his teammates. But the biggest challenge for Christian, adjusting to Coach Boyd Fernandez's system. He admits that Coach Boyd is on a different level compared to the coaches he's played under before. It's not just about talent on the court, it's about playing smart. He's being pushed to master mind games, read the defense, and elevate his basketball IQ. And if his impressive 20-point performance last game is any indication, he's embracing the challenge. Let's see how he keeps the momentum going into this playoffs. Back to you guys.
Well, I think he adjusted too well already to Coach Boyd Fernandez's system. Kenny Rogers from downtown.
Well, talking about Christian Fajarito in that last game, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 8 out of 15 field goals, and sa tres, 4 out of 9. And this guy averages 11 points and 5 boards.
That's true, and he is shooting 41% from the field. In his 3 games, he is a huge factor in terms of scoring and defending. And that's from Kareem Huntley. That is his first field goal of the game, 14-10. The Aguilas keeping it close. Kenny Rogers, Ruga Curva. This is a new starting 5 for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Bam Lopez misfiring on a 3. Brian Hilario with with a rebound taken away by Kenny Rogers. 3, that's a 4 on 1 break. And Hernandez is unmolested, uncontested, inside, untouched.
And credit the defense of BIÑAN. Very fast to recover on defense. Nakakuha ng steal itong si Rocco Curva. Unfortunately, Fajarito did not make the catch.
Well, Christian Farito was the best player of the game there in BIÑAN. And during the interview, he talked about his conditioning. And he is there. Kailangan talaga basketball shape ka na eh. Iba yun eh.
When I look at him, he plays somehow like itong si yung nasa Gilas. Tamayo, Carl Tamayo. Parang ganun yung galawan eh.
Battle for the rebound and the Aguilas maintaining possession. And that's Jacob Galicia. How about Jacob Galicia? He is shooting 57% from the free throw. That's number 3 here in the league and average 20 points a game.
Add to that, the 7 boards. Kaya kanina, scavenging move yun eh. You know, yung putback na ginawa niya. Doon siya nabubuhay from those kind of plays. You know?
He is number 1 in a point average here.
Points per game. Nung una, hindi ako makapaniwala. Pina-recheck ko ulit eh. Can you check this again? Siya talaga.
Oh, Christian Farito is unmolested there inside to score the 2 points.
Both teams so far struggling in the field. 7 out of 20 for BIÑAN. 5 out of 11 naman para dito sa Navy. Another miss by Destacamento.
I'm confused with the stats because there's Jonah Jacob and Jacob Galicia.
Parehas na may Jacob.
That was Jacob, Jonah Jacob, who took the shot from the outside and was not able to score. A Kenny Rogers Ruka Curva foul there.
I failed to check, no? Is it Jacob, kay Jonah Jacob or Jacob? Ano ba ang tama dyan? Baka malaman ni Juan ito, ni Andrea ito mamaya. Kasi pag Pinoy, ako. Pag papasosyalin mo, Jacob.
Eh, ibig sabihin, yung pangalan ni
Nino.
Galicia, Jacob Galicia, pangit din eh. Di ba?
First name yun eh. Last name ang pinag-uusapan natin.
Okay, sige. Pagbibigyan kita, tatangin ni Andrea Veloso yan, or Jonah Jacob.
Yung totoo ka mo ha, Andrea, pag tinanong mo, yung totoo lang.
Parang Jerry Gabriel.
Oh.
Pero kung English yan, Jerry Gabriel.
Gabriel. Social siya, di ba?
Pero pag Tagalog kasi, circle.
Pag Bisaya, yun eh.
Hindi, circle, di ba? Tricycle, di ba?
Tama. Okay, 18-14.
3 minutes and 3 to go. Here is Carlos Timosa in action here, seeing action. Good move. That was a frontal assault. About Carlos Timosa, scoring big time in this last game. He scored 10 points and 3 rebounds.
Ganda nung linya ng tira ng Sarsonas, kaya hindi pumasok. Poy is here.
Poy missing. And Jamar Gimpaya not able to put the ball back into the hole. Mark Pingris in the game also. For Pamboy Raimundo, this is a different 5 for Coach Boyet Fernandez.
But Coach Boyet, in many of the games that we have covered so far, he's not the guy who sticks with a particular lineup in successive games. Laging may kakaiba eh.
If BIÑAN will win, well, they will enjoy a twice-to-beat advantage here. If BIÑAN will win, they will face.
They lose the twice to beat. Against,
Yes, and they will face. If they will win, they will face the Pangasinan Abono Reapers, who, by the way, has the twice-to-beat advantage.
If Navy will win tonight,
We'll have another game on Wednesday. That's Brian Hilario on the screen. Big numbers for him here in the President's Cup 2025.
First miss on the line from the Navy Aguilas.
Carlos Timosa. Here is Mark Pingris. fumbled it momentarily, but regaining control. He will go to the free throw line.
Mark Pingres being a good kuya to these young lads of Binyan, you know.
I always saw him talking to Jonah Jacob. He's a good motivator to his teammates. As you mentioned, a good kuya to his teammates. And Mark Pingers, he is shooting 52% from the free throw line and averaging 5 points a game. King Destacamento. There's Murillo.
A lot of these guys from the Navy Aguilas I've covered also with Liga Laguna in 2023. Mga bata pa itong mga ito eh. These are from, most of them are from Laguna. Calamba, San Pedro, Pingers inside.
And Pingers blows the shot.
Sandy, it's good to note that Binyan is really struggling in the sa field goal nila. They're only 9 out of 25.
Well, that's good for the Filipinas Navy Aguilas, and that's bad for Coach Boyet Fernandez.
Although they have the lead at 21-16, pero again, if that will continue, medyo mahihirapan sila against the Aguilas.
1 minute and 10 remaining in the first. Pamboy Raimundo. He is number 4 in three-point field goal percentage and rebounded by John Murillo. Wahing. King Destacamento.
Good pass inside.
Again, this is the second time that Brian Hilario will go to the free throw line. Look at that. Because Jamer Gimpayan is in the top 10 in rebounding, but good positioning by Brian Hilario, using his body.
And the free throw line is something that the Navy Aguilas would need to capitalize in this game because, you cannot just go head-to-head with the Binyan squad. They can kill you in both inside and outside. Now, if they attack aggressively, they can convert their shots in the free throw line.
Well, the Navy Aguilas, they're shooting 59% from the free throw line. And how about the Binyan team? They're shooting 64% from the free throw line. One of the best in terms of shooting at the free throw line here in the PSL President's Cup. Carolas Timosa. And our daily fantasy in-game trivia, sino player ng Binyan ang tinaguriang Pinoy Sakuragi?
Pinoy Sakuragi.
Alam mo, Albert? Ikaw, alam mo, Andrea? Sino si Pinoy Sakuragi? Ha?
So anong kailangan gawin ng mga manonood?
Ito, tingnan ko kung anong kailangan nyong gawin, ha? Okay. Scan the QR code or click the link to answer the question on the forum for a chance to win 500 daily fantasy coins. Yan po ang inyong gagawin, mga kaibigan. Or magtanong kayo sa akin para hati tayo sa coins.
Na-visit mo na ba yung website ng Daily Fantasy?
Yun, wala akong... Yung cellphone ko kasi, luma, 1990s pa to eh.
Alam ko kasi si Albert, araw-araw ang visit niya doon eh.
Ay ba, Albert, ha? Alright, at pumili ng sariling dream team. Daily Fantasy, mga kaibigan.
Again, would like to thank Daily Fantasy for their support of this year's President's Cup.
Ang dami pala natin papel, oh. Sarsonas putting on a move. Wahi with a seductive fake for 3. And he throws up an air ball.
Everything but the shot para dun sa Aguilas at the time.
Carolas Timosa, Puypoyak 2 in heavy traffic. Maka Maister falling away. First quarter is done already. 24 for BIñAN, 19 for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Back here inside the Bahayang Pagasa in the city of Valenzuela. The continuing coverage of the PSL Presidents Cup 2025 quarterfinals. The winner will advance to the second round of the quarterfinals and the winner will face Pangasinan and Bono Reapers, who earlier defeated the Pure Blends. It's a total domination by the Pangasinan and Bono Reapers. Nori.
Well, it's good to note in that first quarter, it's 9 out of 27 field goal for BIñAN. 7 out of 19 naman para dito sa Aguilas. So, hindi sila masyadong naglalayo in terms of the percentage. What we wanted to see from the Aguilas in the second quarter is they need to be more aggressive, utilize their quickness against BIñAN, and let's see if they can convert those shots.
Well, a lot of missed shots for the BIñAN team. They're now 9 of 28 from the field. As Brian will go inside, taken away by Michael Maistre. You know, sometimes it's confusing for Maistre because he sometimes played the 3, the 4, and the 5.
But he's more of a 4.
Yeah, when we were in BIñAN, he was playing number 3 spot. It was kind of experiment going on for Coach Boyet Fernandez. 27-19. This is huge already. The second quarter just underway. Sandy Grumo with Nori Uy and the birthday girl Andrea Veloso here in the city of Valenzuela. Wahing puts the move. There's the baseline attack. And the ball goes out of bounds.
4 seconds on the clock left. 4 seconds to shoot.
You know, the Aguilas are playing minus Saddam Ondivilla. You know, he's number 8 in assists with 6 a game. So, big problem for them. Then there's another guy, Aguirre, also not playing here for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
The officials are working on the game clock as we speak.
Oh, by the way, again, the officials, Guard Chief Ferrer, Arnulfo Bermejo, he's an international referee, and Herbert Santos, number 34.
3 seconds on the clock left.
Yeah, shot clock at 3.
Good intentions there by the Navy, pero Carlo Lastimosa very quick to deflect that pass.
Going back to our team standings, Caloocan and Jensen, you might be wondering why they are not playing. Because they are number 1 and 2, so they will wait. They're in the semis already as King Destacamento will score from the outside. King Destacamento, he is number 8 in scoring here, averaging 14 points a game.
Too tight for the Aguilas there. You've already seen that there are 3 guys in white running with you. You don't pass it in between those lines. You normally just go around them.
8.5 remaining. Andrea Veloso, what do you have?
all throughout the season, the Philippine Navy showed resilience and determination. So for Coach Winston, he's already proud of what they've accomplished. Kahit malayo sa inaasahan nila yung kanilang naging standing, malaki rin naman daw yung naging growth at improvement ng mga players niya. Lalo na itong sina Miranda, Maurillo, Galicia at Destacamento. Tonight, he hopes that this will not be their last game in the PSL. At sana nga raw yung isang linggo nilang walang pahinga at puro paghahanda ay magbunga. Well, it's still a close ball game. Let's see how this game goes for the Aguilas. Back to you guys.
And a big block by King Destacamento a moment ago, blocking the shot of Poy Poy Actoban. It was a public display of rejection. And remember that King Destacamento is #1 in blocks here. That is his 16th all in all here in the President's Cup.
Very up to date, Sandy.
Mark Pingers will score his first field goal of the game. Ito yung mga bagong teams natin yung top tier, Chichi Albayanos, saka itong Pilipinas, Navy Aguilas dito sa ating season na to.
Yeah, just to be fair with the Navy Aguilas, Sandy, they didn't have the best of records, but you could see them, the discipline in them, the professionalism. Yun yung pinag-usapan natin kanina sa first game.
Yep.
Win or lose, kaya humahabol ka, kaya alam mo. Kasi normally teams, you would know. If you're gonna win this game, may chance ka ba? Or, nako, kahit galingan ko dito, talaga matatalo ako. It's the professionalism that matters.
Pamboy Raimundo scoring from downtown. He is shooting 48% from long distance. #4 here this season.
And that's 4 out of 10 now for BIñAN in the three-point area.
7 minutes and 15 to go. Taken away by Poy Poy Actob. Michael Maistre is way ahead to score the field goal, his first here in the game.
BIñAN stepping on the gas, slowly getting away from the Navy Aguilas, and the Navies, they cannot let this lose.
10-point lead for BIñAN. BIñAN is 7-3 coming into this quarterfinal game versus the Aguilas. Brian Hilario will try to score from that mid-range shot. Is good for Brian Hilario. Mark Pingers with the attack. Michael Maistre. That's how you erase your defender, because King Destacamento is #1 in blocks here.
That bump by Maistre moved Destacamento away from him, opening that inside lane. Tignan mo naman yon. Manipis na sa Destacamento.
Di aantayin ganyan sa taas. Well, Michael Maistre, this is his 3rd year here in BIñAN. Played college basketball at the University of the Visayas. He averaged 4 points a game and shooting 50% from the free throw line. 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. And a first half. Suliano in action here for the first time. Ken Miranda trying to attack the hole and decided to pass that basketball in the last minute. And it goes out of bounds.
The passing lane is just too tight at that moment. Maganda yung intensyon, pero mas maganda yung depensa ng BIñAN.
Jacob is scoring there. First 2 points for Jacob Galicia here in the second period. The 3 did not go in. Shot clock at 9. Iñaridondo, Jason Ballesteros coming off the bench. JJ Pito eluding Jacob. Michael, that's Jason Ballesteros with the offensive rebound and a putback.
And that's what Jason brings to the table. Ang ganda ng screen niya kanina kay JJ Pito. Hindi lang na-shoot ni JJ, but Jason was able to get that rebound and the putback.
Jacob, that's Jason Ballesteros, an original member of Gilas Pilipinas. Galicia lost it and went down. Pito on the attack. Ryan Sewell incoming. Bullseye!
You've covered this guy from St. Clair at the NAASCO season 22, right?
Yes, and Ryan Sewell is a major factor for St. Clair. And the assistant coach of
Biñan.
The Binyan team, he is there. Gino Manansala, also the head coach of St. Clair, the winningest ball club or the winningest college basketball in the Naasco.
How many? 7 or 8?
7 already. And that's straight. Michael for 3, and he comes up empty. You can see Gino Manansala standing up.
Foul number 29, Jacob personal foul. Second team foul substitution. Number 14, Cameron Basha from Florida Brocken.
New player
14 seconds on the
for the Filipinas Navy Aguilas.
Pasha.
It's in the game wearing jersey number 14. Ryan Sewell coming out for 3. And Ken Miranda getting the rebound. Here is Sarsonas. He is fouled by J.J. Pido.
That's a good attack by Sarsonas, capitalizing on his speed over J.J. Pido and was able to get that foul.
Where Sarsonas will go to the free throw line. Had his moments 2 weeks ago where he scored 4 triples in the first half.
And that is something that he needs to bring on this in this game. Missing the second shot.
Well, it's always happening when you say something good about the player when he's taking his shot at the free throw line.
Ang tawag na doon?
Broadcasters James and Mark Dandan says it's a commentator's curse. Pati yung mga words nag-evolve na rin.
nag-evolve
Pinasakit na konti pa.
That's a good floater by JJ.
Well, J.J. Pido thought he was fouled, but the referees, they're letting the players play. Sarsonas on the attack, rejected by Jason Ballesteros.
He probably miscalculated the height of Jason.
And Ryan Sewell with 5 points already here in the game. (46-31). There's the dribble handoff. Ken Miranda. Fasha for 3. And rebounded by Michael Maistre. J.J. Pido out to Peñaridondo. Jacob keeping an eye on him. Pido trying to attack, and he is fouled by Pasha.
JJ Pido, always emotional, always has something to say. Kaya misunderstood siya palagi.
A good screen by Jason Ballesteros. And Biñan is shooting 62% from the free throw line here. They're 5 out of 8 here in the game. And here in the President's Cup, Biñan is shooting 64% from the line. J.J. Pido, he averaged 5 points a game and shooting 69% from the free throw line. How about Jacob Galicia? Only 8 points here in the first half. 1 rebound and with no assist. That's a 3 from Kareem Hundley. His first 3-point field goal. 47-34. And Ken Miranda with a good find. Kareem Hundley from downtown. Back in a moment. Kareem Huntley with his first three-point conversion here. And this game, Huntley is averaging 13 minutes a game. And his average here almost 5 points a game. And he's shooting just 26% from the field.
Mapper.
Jacob Galicia averaged 20 points here in the game. He has 8 points in the first half. And without Jacob Galicia, they are 3 and 4. Without Jacob Galicia, they are 0 and 3. And with Jacob Galicia, they are 3 and 4 here in the PSL President's Cup. So nakita mo yung gaano ka-importante si Jacob Galicia para sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. And in terms of scoring, they just average 86 points a game without Jacob Galicia. And with Jacob Galicia, their average is 91 points a game. Brian Sua coming out from the screen. He comes up empty. Jamer Gimpayan with the offensive rebound. And he put the ball back into the hole. 2 minutes and 25 remaining in the first half. Huntley. John Morillo. Pasha not able to get it. Rebounded by Piñaridondo. The look pass to Jamar Gimpayan. It was Jacob Galicia who was defending him. And Jacob not able to defend that shot of Jamar Gimpayan, putting Jacob in a torture chamber.
Our marquee matchup featured players, hindi pa natin nakikita yung kanilang contribution dito sa ball game na ito.
Jacob. He's been struggling here as Peñarredondo will score on the other end.
This is now a 19-point lead for BIñAN as we are about to close the second quarter.
13 fast break points for BIñAN, nothing for the Filipinas Navy Aguilas, and Morillo with a beautiful move inside. Morillo is number 10 in assists with 5.3 per game.
That's a good drive by Morillo. And speaking about the fast break points, it's it's really devastating for the Aguilas as they've committed already 11 turnovers versus only 3 para dito sa BIñAN. That's a lot of turnovers for 2 quarters.
And too many attempts for BIñAN. They scored 32 points inside the shaded lane compared to the 14 of the Filipinas Navy Aguilas. It's given already because they have Mark Pinkerton there, who, by the way, scored only 2 points. But there's Jamar Gimpayan. Christian Fajarito scored earlier there inside, and also Christian Fajarito.
At saka dyan din pumapasok yung offensive rebounding. It's the height that matters also.
Oh, yes.
Kaya magandang percentage ng Navy kasi nare-rebound kaagad yung mga misses nila ng kalaban
55-36 kickball. On Jason Ballesteros. 55-36, 48 seconds remaining in the first half. We are glad you can join us. We are here in Valenzuela City, a hotly contested ball game.
In a hotly
And that's John Morillo scoring for the Filipinas Navy Aguilas. 4-3, Sual misfiring there. Cam Aranda getting the rebound, but he turned the ball over. Pido with a ball fake and resulted to a field goal there for J.J. Pido.
Too many easy baskets.
Confusing the defense of the Filipinas Navy Aguilas. Morillo. is fouled.
And JJ was not happy with the call.
Foul for number 77, second infraction for picking up the foul.
Take a look at this again.
Substitution. Number
Gusto ng coach ng Pilipinas Navy Aguilas faking a foul. Tinawagan ng foul eh. John Morillo will go to the free throw line.
technical free throw for number 24, gentlemen.
Oh, it's not in the active shooting, and both teams not getting the penalty. Jacob Short. Oh, that's a foul! Massive count for Sual.
What a shot by Sual.
That was a prayer with almost no more time remaining.
And that's one of the worst fouls that I've ever seen.
Oh, Kareem Huntley committing the foul.
Ganda din ng kamay ni Sual, no? At, it just, ill-advised foul committed by Huntley.
Correction foul on number 12, Kareem Hadley's third.
Number 3 on him. That's the worst part. And Ryan Sewell with 8 points already here in the game. And he completes the 4-point play. 2 seconds remaining in the first half. Morillo throws up a prayer and no one answered. And that will end our first half here in Valenzuela City. And now we go to our move of the half. Sure na ito no?
Sure na yun.
Ay, hindi. Iba.
Iba nga. Akala ko din. This is JJ Pido with the steal. At dinerecho na nga sa basket. That's a good fake. Tacking it and making it.
We'll be right back. 69 for BIÑAN, 39 for the Navy.
Cup 2025 playoffs. At ngayon kasama natin Sir Ryan Saguam, the NCR head of KM Party List. So good evening, Sir Ryan. Sir Ryan, since nandito na tayo sa PSL, ano ba ang basketball para dito sa KM Party List?
Yes, ma'am. Sa KM, ang basketball is napakahalaga po, lalong-lalo na po sa mga youth. Kaya po sa mga ganito pong programa, talaga po yung KM sinusuportahan po namin.
May gusto ka ng pasalamatan at pagkakataon niya na mag-promote, Sir Ryan.
Okay, pinapasalamatan ko po si Congressman Danny ng La Union, saka yung mga kasamahan namin, si CSG, Alvin Constantino, maraming salamat. Saka sa Pilipinas, Pilipinas Agila, sa mga kasama namin.
Wala na po kayong gustong sabihin o i-promote? Okay na. Okay. Once again, Sir Ryan Sarucan, the NCR head of KM Parties.
Mga ka-BSL! Magandang gabi, mga taga Valenzuela City! Pwede bang marinig ko ang ingay ng mga taga Valenzuela City in 1, 2, 3! Grabe! Maraming salamat sa napakainit na pagtanggap dito sa amin sa Pilipinas Super League. At ngayon, meron tayong halftime break. At ngayon, meron tayong game na tinatawag na Shark Game. Ngayon, tinatawagan ko ang ating mga baby sharks. Pasok! So, itong game na ito is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. Ang mechanics ng game na ito, merong dalawang team na mag-uunahan makashoot ng 4 na bola dito sa ating inflatable shark. So ito, makikita natin dito yung ating inflatable shark. Meron siyang butas, isushoot lang doon nung kapartner nila yung ball. And unang maka-4 na ball na may isushoot, sila ang magwawagi. Ready na ba mga baby sharks? Ready na kayo? Yes. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, may nakapasok na isa. Parehas now, all one. Ayan, i-shoot nyo lang ng i-shoot ang ball. Alright, ay, muntik na. Isa na lang daw. Alright, may nanalo na tayo. Etong grupo na to, anong pangalan ng grupo nyo? Team Ulo. Team Ulo, Ulo na Shark. Oh, so congratulations sa mga nanalo dito sa ating Shark Game. Hatid sa atin ng Daily Fantasy. Please join us at playdailyfantasy.com dahil dito, hawak mo ang laro. Okay, magpipicture po muna tayo. Wag po muna aalis ang ating mga ano. At maraming salamat din sa mga sumali na hindi nanalo. Magtatanggap pa rin kayo ng consolation prize brought to you by Daily Fantasy. At ngayon, tinatawagan natin ang mga basketbolero ng Valenzuela City para sa ating free throw shootout. Lapit na po kayo dito kung sino gusto sumali.
Hawak ko ang laro.
Hi PSL fans, this is Orlan Omar Jr. of San Juan Kings. Sali na sa Daily Fantasy ang fantasy sports ng Pilipinas. Pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com.
Bakit? Ang tanong. Eto, patuloy po tayo naglalaro. Brought to you by Don Benitos. Kuya, isa na lang ang ating hinihintay para sa game na ito. Sige, Valenzuela City. Let's try na makashoot para sa ating pichi-pichi. Galing sa Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba. And we have the last winner para sa ating Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba. Alright, para at hindi pa dito nagtatapos ang ating game. dahil meron tayong game brought to you by Pilipinas Super League at ito ang tinatawag na Layup with the Twist. Okay, ang mechanics naman ng game na ito, magle-layup kayo. Pero bago yun, iikot muna kayo ng 17 na beses. Hindi, biro lang. 8 na beses. At gusto ko, buong Valenzuela ay magbibilang para sa game na ito. Ang mananalo dito ay magkakamit ng 2 kilong bigas galing sa Pilipinas Super League. So meron tayong 5 mananalo para sa game na ito. Ready na ba tayo dyan? Ready na? Okay, buong Valenzuela, magbibilang tayo ng 1 hanggang 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Layup with twist! Wala! Parang nahilo ah. Okay, next contender natin. Eto mukhang malakas to sa hiluhan. In 3, 2, 1, imekos mo na. Tornado 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Eto na. Tingnan natin. Agoy! Wala pa rin. So, tatlong contender. Eto na. In 3, 2, imekos mo na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wala pa rin. Okay, pang-apat. Ang-apat na to. Pang-apat na, contestant. Kuya, ready ka na ba? Tama ba itong pinasok mo? Imekos mo na yan. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tan-tanan! Oy! Night! Night! Sige ba? Eto na ang last natin na contestant. Okay, buong Valenzuela, sabay-sabay tayo magbilang. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, palakpakan naman natin ang mga sumali sa game na ito. Maraming salamat po. At ang 5 na yon ay magtatanggap ng 2 kilong bigas galing sa Pilipinas Super League. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumali. Magbabalik po muli ang Pilipinas Super League.
Welcome back to Valenzuela City for the continuing coverage of the PSL Presidents Cup 2025. Sandy Grumo alongside Nori Uy and Biñan ahead 61, the Navy 39. So let's take a look at what happened back. Some highlights back in the first half. It started with Hernandez scoring downstairs.
Started with the two bigs, Hernandez and Fajarito. And of course, andyan din yung pag-i-score ni Jonah Jacob kanina sa unang quarter natin. But actually, it was in the second quarter where Biñan pulled away. This is a 17-point difference. Biñan scored 37 and the Navy scored 20 in the second quarter. And dyan na natin nakita kung paano yung mas balancing sistema ng Biñan, the height that is the might of Biñan, and a lot more. No? Plus, of course, nakita rin natin na yung mga usual scorers, the usual subjects natin dito sa Navy, talagang hindi natin nakitaan ng performances in the first half. As we take a look at this, the field goal percentage, pantay lang yan. Pero pagdating dito, look at the steal difference. 10 steals for Biñan, nothing for the Navy Aguilas. And the fast break points, 19 to none. Turnovers, ang daming turnovers ng Navy.
You mentioned about the usual scorers for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Hilario scored 10 points. Jacob Galicia scored 8 points. A combined 18 points, but for me, it is a quiet 18 points for those big-time scorers for the Navy Aguilas.
That's correct. Inaasahan nga natin, sabi natin, nagulat nga tayo, Jacob Galicia. Leading points per game dito sa ating liga.
20 points. 20 points a game. Number one.
That's right. Pero in this game, again, mukhang nandun pa naman siya sa averages na yan. Kaya lang, we needed more from him.
And how about Ryan Sewell coming off the bench, scoring 9 points and completed the 4-point play to end the first half.
Ryan Sewell, you've covered him in Naasku. This guy can score if he wants to score.
Yep.
If he's got a green light, he can shoot down from any range on the floor.
Well, if you will take a look, the leading scorers for the Biñan team all came off the bench. Sewell with 9, Gimpayan with 6, and Pamboy Raimundo with 6.
The bench points difference, Sandy, 43 to 10. That's so big.
Yes. Now we are set to go. And what's going on? That's Brian Hilario, as I mentioned earlier, 10 points in the first half and 3 rebounds. A quiet 10. Because we always see him scoring from the three-point territory. And if you will take a look at the stats, still no three-pointer for Brian Hilario.
Although when it comes to the three-point percentage, both of these teams, maganda naman yung ipinakita. Although, kulang lang talaga sa attempts itong side ng Navy. Again, it's because wala silang masyadong second chance rebound, yung offensive rebounds Kontrolado ng Biñan. The rebounding department, 32 for Biñan, 17 para dito sa Navy. Again, it's their aggressiveness that has to take its course.
And Jacob Galicia is saying to us, ang hirap. Bago uniform nyo
Kailangan
bago.
manalo.
Oh, bago uniform. Well, they need to win twice to dethrone Biñan. Well, Biñan, they twice to beat advantage.
That's they need to win 2.5 now. Kasi laki ng lamang nila dito para dito sa second half.
Well, Jacob Galicia rises up for 2. Medyo tabingi yung tira. Kenny Rogers back in the fold. This is the starting 5 of Biñan, by the way. Farito, Ruca Curva, Mam Lopez, Jonah Jacob, and Hernandez.
And Sandy, this will be a good, reference para sa resume ni Jacob Galicia. We've seen him in many other tournaments, di ba? Sabi ko nga, Vismin, Asian tournament, kasama din natin yan. Dito, ang ganda ng pinapakita niya.
You mean Jacob Galicia?
Jacob Galicia.
Oh.
Mali ba yung sinabi ko?
Jonah Jacob.
Hindi. Sinabi ko ba?
61 to 39. 30 seconds gone here. Jonah Jacob playing extended minutes here in the game. You know, Farito will always start his offense from that area.
Kailangan may pakita ni Jonah Jacob that he belongs to the pros.
See? He always starts from that area. Bam Lopez going. Glass will not score. And rebounded by Ken Miranda.
Both teams, wala pang nai-score dito sa ating third quarter. Hilario again.
Hilario will not score from the three-lad. Offensive rebound para kay John Morillo. What a fall-away shot there by John Morillo.
Morillo, one of the better point guards in Laguna. Played really well when we covered him. He played for Calamba for Coach Winston.
He had his moments here in the President's Cup, especially when we play in Marikina. That's why he is number 10 in steals with 5.3 a game. That's John Morillo.
2 straight baskets for John Morillo, cutting the deficit down to 18.
Here's Chris. He's guarded by the shorter Jacob Galicia. He forces the issue. Picked up by Huntley, but he stepped out of bounds.
BIÑAN is still scoreless in the third quarter.
As I always say this, the third quarter is the overhaul quarter. Kailangan dito ka na humaba. Kasi sa fourth quarter, wala na iba. Last na lang yun eh. Miranda brings it across. Morillo, 4-3.
That could have been a big shot, no? Kung pumasok.
Kenny Rogers. (61-43). Farito asking for a clear out. He will attack. Finds Lopez. And a 3-second violation. Hernandez stayed too long inside the shaded lane. Parang driver eh. Nag-aantay ng pasahero sa ilalim eh.
Yeah, but that is a shot that Bam Lopez could have taken. Libre na siya eh.
Medyo nakita niya doon si Hernandez in open. That's Kareem Huntley who scored a three-pointer in the first period. Kenny Rogers, Luka Curva.
Oh, good steal.
Flying without the basketball. Miranda, no-look pass inside to Jacob, and the ball goes out of bounds. Well, Jacob quickly, he apologized to Ken Miranda. By the way, the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas wearing their new uniform.
Anong tatak ng uniforme nila? KM. Oh, KM party list.
Jacob can't shake off his
Oh,
defender.
good pass.
What an assist by Jonna Hernandez, scoring for BIÑAN.
Now, Jonah is telling you that he can ball.
He could be the next guest of Nudge Plus at 6.
Oo nga, no?
He could be a good guest.
Oo. Ginawa natin ng humanization si Mr. Longbam kahapon sa ating podcast.
Look at that separation move by John Morillo. 6 points all in this quarter alone. That is his third field goal. Here is Bam Lopez with the attack. And Lopez with his first 2 points here in the third period. We are approaching the 6-minute mark of the third. It's a 20-point lead for BIÑAN. And how about King Destacamento? Not scoring here in the game. Huntley with no room to breathe. Miranda for 3.
That's a forced triple.
Way off the target. Battle for the rebound. Huntley is pushed away by Jonna Jacob. Let's check in with Andrea Veloso. Andrea.
Coach Winston wasn't pleased with the Aguilas' first start, but the fire in his players' eyes told him they weren't backing down. He emphasized the need for better communication, control, and discipline. He said that their game plan was solid. Execution was the key. It all started with defense, getting stops, and converting on the other end. With a determined tone, he made it clear no more excuses. They had put in the work, and now it was time to put it on the court. Let's see if this team can bounce back this half, gentlemen.
Well, the Filipinas Navy Aguilas, they are showing some signs of recovery. As Morillo is fouled there. He has 3 field goals, 6 points here in the third period alone. King Destacamento, by the way, is back in the game.
And I like the aggressiveness of Morillo. He's made 4 points already in this game. Make that 5 in this quarter, rather.
7 already. He has 3 field goals. You know, for John Murillo right after the break in the first half. Umarangkada ni si Murillo pag-umpisa ng third period.
And that's a good kickstarter, no? They just have to capitalize on it, maximize on it. Kasi until this very time, they're still down by 19. So hindi naman pwedeng trading baskets lang yan.
Oh, Hernandez unmolested there to score the 2 points. And Hernandez with 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. King for 3. Now they're not hitting their shots from long distance. They are 4 out of 17 right now. And King, we cannot see his performance here in the game. This Sacramento with only 3 points. He has 3 rebounds and 2 assists. You know, King Destacamento, he averaged 14.7 points a game. He is number 8 in scoring here in the PSL President's Cup 2025.
And almost 11 rebounds per game.
And he is number 1 in blocks with 16 all in all, including the 1 when he blocked Poy Poy Aktob in the first half.
I mean, so again, both of these players, si Destacamento and Gimpayan, still, you know, they're not showing their true performances.
Yeah, they're our
They're
marquee
struggling.
matchup. Presented to us by Daily Fantasy at pumili ng sariling dream team pala. Mr. Norio, may sariling dream team ka na ba? And Hernandez will be called for the offensive foul. Daily Fantasy and Fantasy Sports ng Pilipinas, pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com. For our in-game trivia, scan the QR code or click the link to answer the question on the forum for a chance to win 500 Daily Fantasy coins.
Ano nga yung tanong yun kanina?
Anong jersey
De.
number Wahing with a rebound?
Sakuragi, yung question kanina.
Sino yung Pinoy Sakuragi dito? Brian! Still not able to score from long distance. And by the way, that is his first attempt from the 3-land as Kenny Rogers will be fouled there.
So Kenny Rogers, very predictable. No? You know that whenever he has the ball, first thing for him is to attack. Attack aggressively.
Kilala yan ni Randy Sakdala because he covered him in 2018 and 2017 and 18. He played for the Governor's Cup. He was playing for the Camotes Island.
And we covered him in Vismin.
Pero before that,
Before pa.
wala, hindi pa siya
Bata pa siya noon. Sa Camotes Island.
College na kasi after playing for Camotes Island na discover siya, he was the number 1 scorer. And Chris Farito will score for BIÑAN. Naglaro siya CIT, then nagletran. Nagka-pandemic, hindi na natapos.
Etong si Farito na very good compliment para dito sa laro ni Mark Pingris. No? Kasi obviously nag-evolve na rin ng laro si Mark eh. Dati banggaan sa ilalim, talagang ipipilit niya sa loob. Ngayon, more on is looking for an open man. And Farito is a perfect compliment para sa laro na yan.
Talking about open man, this Sacramento. Oh, that was Jacob Galicia who scored earlier. Now, Jacob Galicia is in double figures with 10 points, joining Hilario. So, John Murillo with 12 points all in all here. Scored 7 points. I make that 8 points here in the third period alone. Farito incoming, bullseye.
And that is what I was talking about earlier when this guy can play both inside, which is the previous basket, and now the three-pointer.
This is huge already, 72-48. Now do the math. Brian is fouled by Piñaridondo.
Ilan yan? 26? 24? Ako talaga pinagmath mo eh. Mahina ako sa ganyan. Pagkakakitaan, magaling ako magmath eh.
Ako
Pagka ganito, mahina ako eh.
magaling ako pag may sweldo, tapos kikwentahin mo, galing ako dyan, tapos minus eh, minus. Minus yun palagi. Dali na. Yung birthday girl natin, may minus ka ngayon. Malaki na po ang kalamangan ng Biñan, 72-49 again. If Biñan will win, they will advance and will face the Pangasinan Abono Reapers. And going back to that game in Pangasinan, the Abono Reapers defeated Biñan there in Pangasinan.
By how much?
It was a very close ball game. I think 12 points. And, you know, yan yung after Pangasinan lost twice by Jensen and San Juan.
And it's going to be really solid matchups in round 2, no? San Juan will go against sino nga itong isa? Verdiamonds?
Verdiamonds, yeah. Oh, a hang time move there for Carlo Lastimosa. His first 2 points here in the third period. Shot clock at 17. Jacob will not get the kind bounce. He has 10 points here. Pamboy Raimundo inside to Chris. Now he's sealing up. He gives it to Mark Pingris. Destacamento. Guarding him, and a no-look pass by Mark Pingris resulted to a field goal for Carlo Lastimosa.
The patience of the big man waiting for that open man to cut.
Now I know this. It is a 26-point lead for Biñan, 76-50.
Parang ganito din yung first game natin, partner eh.
Oo. Wahing, but you know, Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, they are more active.
Oh yeah.
Mark.
They're more trying.
They fouled Mark Pingris. And that is the fourth for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Chris. Mark Pingris will take a seat. Back in action is Michael Maestre. Gusto pa maglaro ni Mark eh.
Oo, sumesenya siya. Ba't siya papalitan?
Eh, mali. Tingnan mo, mali.
Ah, mali ang pinalitan.
Mali. Kaya nagalit si Coach Boyet eh. Itong si Michael Maestre galing sa bench, hindi nakikinig eh, no? Wahing. Sarsonas for 3. Can't get it a fall.
Oh, good
and
outlet.
Michael will score on the other end.
So, nagkamali ng pinalitan pero nakapag-basket naman.
You were here an earful from Coach Boyet Fernandez. Timeout. Mark Pingris is back. We mentioned earlier na nagkamali ng substitution itong si Michael Maestre. Papalitan niya talaga si Chris Farito.
Yun.
Lumapit nga si Chris Farito sa kanya eh. Sinabi niya hindi, si Mark. Kasi may substitution pattern yung mga coaches eh. Jacob, 10 points here in the game. Nice fall away, but will not get the 2 points. Rebounded by Carlo Lastimosa. 34 seconds remaining.
This is a huge lead.
Oh, yeah. 18 points. I make that 28 points. Pamboy missing on the 3 attempt. Carlo Lastimosa. He's asking for a clear out now. Mark Pingris providing the screen. Pamboy. Oh, that's Peñaridondo, and Michael Maistre scoring downstairs.
And what a time for Mike to score 4 points para sa Binyan. 4 straight yun mula nung pumasok siya.
Oh. Naka-fast break siya eh. So, fast break points, 23-2. Ayan yung sinasabi mo kanina, Michael Maistre scoring in transition. That was his first 2. And Michael Maistre with his second field goal. He has 4 points here in the third period.
Salamat, Direk. Sinuportahan yung aking sinabi.
Oo. Wait, we have a new director here today.
Yeah?
Oh, Jet Benedicto ba?
Si Direct Jet.
Ba't pag tuwing lumalapit siya sa'yo, parang, or sa atin, or kay Andre, parang takot eh. Huwag ka matakot. And Pampoy! Pansin mo ba na sila last na nakaka-shot, nakaka-score every end of the quarter? Kanina si Ryan Suwal. And this time it's Pamboy Raymundo. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter is coming up next.
Bahayang Pagasa Sports Complex para sa ating in-game trivia brought to us by Daily Fantasy. At dahil Love Month ngayon, kasama ko si Kuya King at si Ma'am Joy. Ma'am Joy at Kuya King, kamusta po ang inyong Valentine?
Okay naman po. Dito po kami nag-celebrate.
Ayan. Meron ba kayong gustong batiin or i-shout out?
Shoutout po sa kila mama at sa kapatid ko kay Pao at kay Nini po.
How about si Ma'am?
Shoutout po sa pamilya ko po dyan sa Bicol. Hello po.
Ayan. Ready na po ba kayo para sa ating in-game trivia dito sa atin ng Daily Fantasy?
Ready na po.
Ayan, ito ang in-game trivia natin. Sinong player ng Binyan ang tinaguriang Pinoy Sakuragi?
Si Mark Pingris po.
Mark Pingris? Kilala mo ba siya?
Opo, idol po yan since high school.
Ayan. So kuya, congratulations! Mark Pingris is the correct answer. Kaya dahil dyan, tatanggap ka ng special loot bag hatid sa atin ng Daily Fantasy. At sa ating mga viewers, please join us at playdailyfantasy.com dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Maraming salamat po sa ating lahat.
All right, we are set to go. The fourth quarter, the final quarter, and Binyan in total control, a 32-point lead.
And that's Luke, our game show host.
Kumikita, pare. Huh? And look, well, he's very good.
He has adjusted to the game.
Yeah. Luke Valiente. Tatlo yung Valiente. May cameraman natin, si Gemma, si Phil. Di ba? So they're not related. Ha? Huwag ka tumatawa, Albert. Fourth quarter just underway. King Destacamento. Well, if you talk about scoring, King Destacamento is not in the top 3 right now.
Still 3 points in this game for King. Malayong malayo dun sa pre-check natin na
Yeah.
marquee matchup between him and J. Markin Payan.
Way below his average because he averaged 14.7 a game, number 8 in scoring, and he is number 1 in rebounding, 10.8. And he is number 4 in field goal percentage, number 6 in field goal percentage with 52% shooting.
You know, and thanks to Hilario and Morillo for carrying the load para sa kanilang koponan. Kasi ito yung mga pagkakataon na kinakatakot ng mga coaches eh. Yung key players nila,
Na
yung
hindi,
kung kailan nila gustong mag-perform,
wala.
hindi nag-perform.
And it happens all the time as Carlo will score. Well, Carlo Lastimosa, he is a creator. He can create his own shots. And Lastimosa now with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. King. Now Mark Pingris is guarding him. He rises up for 2. Can't get a field goal. Incoming. Short.
So that was King versus Ping.
Bad pass by Ken. There's the King. And it's Peña Redondo. 2-on-1 break. And look at that, JJ Pido. Carlo will not score. Gets it back. He will try to score again. And he gets it back again. He will wait for Mark. Mark Pingers with his first 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Nagpadagdag lang sila ng rebound.
Well, Lastimosa committing a foul because Jonah Jacob and Jason Ballesteros will see action. So Carlos Lastimosa and Mark Pingers, and I think it's the end for them here tonight.
Oh yes, with this kind of lead, I mean, you don't sacrifice your key players. There's there's a huge game coming up for them against Pangasinan. They needed those legs.
Michael is fouled hard by John Morillo. You know, if we take a look at the top teams here in the PSL, makikita mo na ang dami nilang players. More than 15 ata. Pati reserves kasama palagi sa games.
Which one? Binyan?
Yung lahat ng nasa top.
All of them, yeah.
Oh, di ba?
Well, that's how, again, that's where the professionalism and discipline comes in. Kung anong kultura ng team. It's nice to see, whenever we go to a venue, makikita natin yung bench ng isang team na yan. Stacked, loaded, from
Pati coaching
coaches.
staff.
Yeah, coaches to players to kung sino pa man, utilities nila. Diyan mo makikita ito ba professionally driven yung kanilang operation?
King Destacamento. 5 points here in the game. Sarasona is also struggling. Jacob. That will be his fourth rebound of the game.
Well, the Navy are shooting an awful 4 out of 22.
Oh, my
from
goodness.
the 3-point line.
Now that's 4.
Kasama na yun.
Oh.
4 out of 22.
Well, if you take a look at the numbers of Binyan in terms of three-point shooting,
It's not any better.
just 28%, that's 7 of 25.
Slightly better. Slightly.
Pero kasi mas mababa talaga yung yung Navy Aguilas. Rebounding story, Binyan with 54 rebounds, only 27 for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Sarsonas not expecting the pass coming from Brian Hilario. I always say this, if you pass the ball, you relocate, you cut with a purpose. And so he was just running there, he was just going to the motions.
Purpose-driven life yun.
Jason. You know, Jason Ballesteros, he may not be scoring, but he provides rebounding for the team. Jonah. If we will have a three-point shootout between Jonah and Mr. Longbomb,
Pinasok mo na naman yun.
well, they're very popular here in the PSL. How about that, huh?
Pero wala na kasi si Mr. Long Vampire.
I think if you will have a three-point shootout.
Siguro they can do that in
Saan ka?
you mean kung kanino? Dito kay
Three-point shootout, ha?
Oo, dito kay
How about reverse layup?
Jonah.
Reverse layup. Oh, di ba sabi ni
Ito
Longbomb?
na, papakitaan ka ni Jonah ngayon. See?
Oh, that is the second assist for Jonah Jacob. He is playing with a lot of help from his teammates also. They've been guiding him here in the PSL President's Cup.
Yeah.
And he is not asking for playing time. Naantay lang niya as Brian Hilario will score. Boy. Oh, delikado yun, ha?
Natakot din siya
King going all the way. No. Pinasa niya. So it's a non-shooting foul.
Free throw percentage tayo for Navy, 10 out of 16. This is good for them. Kaya nga lang, kulang yung opportunities nila. Ito namang sa Binyan, 8 out of 13. So both of them are shooting about 60% from the line.
Hilario is yet to score from long distance, rebounded by Chris Farito. A tall front court or front court for Binyan. That's Poy. Jason, that's what I'm talking about. He may not be scoring, but he provides rebounding for BIñan. Galicia. With no angle that time, JJ. Jonah Jacob.
Jonah Jacob not making any of those shots at the moment.
Huntley for three. JJ Pito. Jacob. It was too deep.
2 out of 14 for him.
Brian is fouled by Puy Aktub, so we have a 5-player substitution for BIñan. So Jacob, Farito, Ballesteros, Aktub, and JJ Pito will go back to the bench. Bam Lopez, Ryan Sua, Jmar Gimpayan, Hernandez, and Joseph Peña-Redondo back in the game for BIñan. So, Coach Boyet Fernandez, I think he's experimenting for the right combination and giving some time to his players to enjoy the moment before that
Well, this is a done game,
big
Sandy.
game.
It's a done game for BIñan. So tama lang naman mag-experiment siya. Baka kailangan niya in the next few games. But then again, the defining quarter for this game is the second quarter where BIñan outscored the Navy by 17 big points, 37-20 in that quarter alone.
And that was in the second quarter where BIñan outrun the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas in transition. And here in the game, 29 fast break points for BIñan. And only 2 for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Under 4 minutes remaining. Sewell. Huntley on him. And Jmar Gimpayan able to score for BIñan. Sarsonas. Jacob scoring way below his average here in the President's Cup 2025. King also. What's going on with these 2 players here? Jmar.
Finally, for Jmar Gimpayan.
It's 31 fast break points already for BIñan, maybe the largest here in the this season. Brian still scoreless from long distance here in the game. Brian is one of the better shooters here in the PSL. Jmar will score again.
And now he's in double figures, 10 points.
Maybe you can change what you just written on a piece of paper. Still have time remaining, you know, because the bench of BIñan is contributing well here in the game.
Oh yeah, very well.
King gets by Lopez for 2.
Bench points, 62 for BIñan.
And I think it's a record already, if I'm not mistaken.
14 for the Navy. That's a huge variance for any
Maybe we have to ask the chief if this is the best so far in any
Bench
team.
points?
Yeah, that's 62, man.
Yeah.
Stealing the play is... Well, I call it stealing the play because sasabihin nila knockout play. So Jacob, after missing several attempts, Jacob Galicia scoring there for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Jonah Jacob rises up for 2. He gets it back.
Oh,
and
nice
the
pass.
dish That is his third assist, and Hernandez will score. And we are now in the twilight zone.
And maybe Jonah Jacob will try to stop shooting and start creating, because that's what he's been contributing so far in this game. Making some good passes.
Huntley.
Oh,
And
good
another
steal.
steal. Jonah in transition for two. Best scoring so far for Jonah Jacob.
Is it?
Here in the PSL, of course. Have you been watching his game? Have you been around?
Pero meron siyang isang game na madami din siyang points, di ba? Sa Marikina?
Pinakamarami ito.
Today?
Jacob with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this will be, is this, I'm going to ask you, is this the first time that you will go to the free throw line? I think this is the second time.
Hindi naman.
Dami din.
Nakailan na rin yan. Nakailan.
Well, he's shooting 50% from the free throw line.
Madaming fans si Jonah Jacob, Gusto mo bang maging content creator din, Sandy? Para marami ka ding fans.
Nakalagay dyan sa agree naman si Professor Randy Sactalan. Tawag sa digital creator.
Yan.
Ken. Ken Miranda, he averaged 1.7 steals a game. He's number 7 here in the league. And talk about scoring. Well, Miranda.
So at the moment, it's Jmar Gimpayan now leading the BIñAN squad. Pero dito sa kabila, si Hilario pa rin with 14 points.
Quiet, 14 points.
Very quiet.
Miranda averaged 7 points a game and shooting 32% from the field. Gimpayan. They call him Waray. Oh!
That's what he does.
What a play there for BIñAN.
That's what he does.
With under a minute remaining, they're still playing good. They're defending. They're trying to steal that basketball as Miranda will try to score from long distance. Intercepted by the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Brian, you're scoring for the Navy Aguilas. They're shooting 4 of 26 from long distance here in the game and 21 of 63 from the field.
And Jonah Jacob continues to struggle from the three-point area.
No. You know, this is a...
That's a 43-point lead by BIñAN to finish round 1 of the quarterfinals.
That's a show of respect to the opponent by not making any attempt. And the final score 105-62. So BIñAN will advance to the second round of the quarterfinals. Jonah Jacob. That's our play of the game.
Steal in a basket, right?
And so many steals, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, it's 4.
And of course, Jonah Jacob showing his frustration. Dami niyang mintis eh.
Oh, then.
But he tried so hard, you know.
Especially sa 3. Gusto niya ipakita kay Mr. Longbom eh.
Tama naman. Tama naman.
Alright, now mga kaibigan, ang ating best player, walang iba si Jmar Gimpayan. Nice performance by...
A good recovery for him, ha?
Oo.
Kasi nung first half, medyo...
Siya yung marquee matchup natin. Presented to us by Daily Fantasy.
Exactly. Congratulations kay Jojo Cunanan, team manager of BIñAN, for another win and moving on to the second round.
Again, makakalaban nila ang Pangasinan na Boner Reapers. Now we go to the birthday
That's a good
girl.
matchup.
Yeah. The birthday girl, Andrea Veloso, take it away.
Exactly. Our best player of the game, Jmar Gimpayan with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Congratulations, Jmar. It was a slow start for you, pero paano mo ba nakuha finally yung flow mo on the second half?
Unang-una sa lahat, thank you Lord sa panalo na ito. Yun lang, preparation kasi namin to para sa Pangasinan sa next round. Yun lang, tinuturo lang sa amin ni coach na kahit ganyan yung kalaban, wag namin malitin. Bigay namin yung best pa rin namin.
Ano ka nakahanda dun sa nabanggit mo sa laban nyo against sa Pangasinan?
Ayun nga, sobrang na kami sa preparation para sa Pangasinan talaga. Sobrang ready kami, pinagandaan namin talaga sila. Ayun lang, magkita-kita tayo.
Abangan namin yan. Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan.
Unang-una sa lahat, Lord, thank you sa panalo na to at sa mama ko, sa papa ko, na laging nakasuporta. Sa girlfriend ko, kay Miracle, hello, I love you. At saka, siyempre, thank you pala sa sponsor namin, kay Boss Monching, Talisayon, Vice Gel Alonte, Boss Rubentan, Boss West, Boss Antet. Sa mga sponsor po namin, Boss Motorcycle Tire, Game X, and Cash Print, Pin and Clue, and shout out pala kay Boss Junior Lopez and Boss Leo Laksamana.
Congratulations, Jmar, and of course, to Binyan. Back to you guys.
You were saying?
And then, nanonood sa atin, team owner ng Binyan, Monching Talisayon, who's watching from Siargao.
Oh, ganda yun, ha?
Oo. Baka i-invite tayo sa Fin and Clo one of these days.
Yun, Monching Talisayon.
Yun ang pinakamaganda.
Monching Talisayon, shout out to you. So, all right, so apat na po ang nag-advance. Ver Diamonds ng Malabon, San Juan. Sila po maglalaro ngayong Tuesday. At ang Pangasinan versus Binyan. Well, Pangasinan and San Juan will have the twice to beat advantage. Thank you to the birthday girl, Andrea Veloso. My partner for the first time in the history of PSL, Nori Uy. My name is Sandy Grumo from the city of Valenzuela. Thank you for watching the Pilipinas Super League President's Cup 2025. Maayong gabi, kaninyong tanan.